everybody, it's Geordie from Geordie Colours. Thank you so much for joining me. I am here to do a video about the colour, the fairy tales hashtag for the month of April, and the fairy tale for this month is Cinderella. Now I decided to go with Cinderella for October because one of the prompts is going to be pumpkin. So the other prompts are mouse or mice, shoe, and ball or dancing. So you can kind of interpret those how you wish, but I thought pumpkin was perfect for October, being Halloween month and all that sort of thing. So I've got a few books here beside me, quite a big stack of books here beside me, and I'm going to flick through them and show you some pages that I found. I'm going to start with the fairy tale itself. So this is the Journey Through Fairy Tales by Sayuriku Bayoshi, and there are it's kind of like a double page spread here of Cinderella. So we've got Cinderella getting ready for the ball. This is, I guess, is the fairy godmother. And the little mouse is being turned, I guess, into the horse, and the pumpkin is being turned into the carriage. And here she is off to the ball, and then here's her glass slipper. So quite a fun one in this little book. I think it's ultra cute. There are other pages in this book that have pumpkins and mice in them. I'm just going to quickly flick back through. I know there's like kind of like a Halloween-y section which has got a few pumpkins and things in it, which I think is really, really fun. So there are some other options in this book as well. But that was the Cinderella page from A Journey Through Fairy Tales by Sayuriku Bayoshi. I then, of course, have Sagen by Maria Trolle, or Fairy Tales, I think this translates to in English. And in this one, we, of course, have a Cinderella page, or 2 pages. So it is these 2 pages here. So we have Cinderella here, ready to go to the ball, and then here is her glass slipper, presumably after the ball has finished. So 2 little pages in there that you can do. I'm not sure what the significance of the bird and the necklaces on this side, but yeah, it's Cinderella. So there we go. That's from Sagen by Maria Trolle. I then, of course, have Aries World of Fairy Tales, and we have some gorgeous pages in here which I am quite tempted to do, and I might see if I can get them done, possibly. I don't know. I hope that's all in frame there. So we've got these 2 gorgeous pages. So here we've got Cinderella prior to the ball, obviously, and then here she is in her beautiful ball gown, ready to go to the ball. I love these pages. We've also got some pumpkins in here, and then, of course, the kind of pumpkin carriage. So 2 great options from Aries World of Fairy Tales. Okay, next up I've got some books that just have like some of the prompts in them. So the first one is Boule de Poire by Diane Dufour. And there's, in the autumn section actually, there are a ton of pages that would work. So we've got the little mice here in the kitchen making cupcakes and coffee or tea. Then we've got, oh, where's it gone? We've got the cats among the pumpkins. Again, I think that's such a cute little autumn page. A really, really sweet one. We've got the, on this page again, we've got some bunnies this time inside the pumpkins and jack-o'-lantern. And then I've got another page with some mice on it here with toadstools this time. So yeah, some really cute pages in Boule de Poire that would work really well for the prompts. So that's Boule de Poire by Diane Dufour. And then I have A Million Little Monsters. Again, there's quite a few pages in here that have pumpkins on them, so you can kind of take your pick, but I've marked a couple here. So we've got these 2 pages. So we've got the big pumpkin here, and then we've also got another big pumpkin here, and then loads of tiny little pumpkins all over the place on that page. Both of these would be really fun for Halloween. We have got these 2 pages as well. Again, loads of pumpkins on this one, and then this kind of giant pumpkin in the back, and these couple of pumpkins at the front, and then the cat is even dressed in a pumpkin. So I thought those were kind of cool, quite sweet. So that's A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo. Next up, in Enchanted Earth by Malpameni Chatsapanagiotu. Again, I hope I'm getting that in frame. We've got this giant pumpkin page. So we've got the big kind of pumpkin with the scene inside and then some smaller pumpkins inside. And this, I believe, was done as a colour along by Shell from Shell's Colouring Journey. So if you are interested in how she coloured that, and she did do a beautiful job as she does always, that would be worth checking out. But yeah, I kind of really like the little scene inside the pumpkin. This kind of farmhouse scene, which is really cool. It's almost like a kind of cornucopia of harvest vegetables and things. So that's from Enchanted Earth by Malpameni Chatsapanagiotu. So as you can see, mice and pumpkins were quite easy to come by. Dancing and shoes, not quite so much, but we've got a few. Next up, of course, Wild Mouse Yuri's Journey Sketchbook by, I can never remember, oh, what is her name? Why can't I think of her name? It's gone out of my head. I haven't looked at this book for so long. It's normally on the back somewhere, but it doesn't say. I'm sorry. I'll try and find that out. I cannot for the life of me think of the author's name. But anyway, Wild Mouse Yuri's Journey Sketchbook. And there are tons and tons and tons of pages, obviously, with mice. Just about every page has a mouse on it because the book is about a mouse. So you could pretty much take your pick. There is an autumn section, which does have a load of pumpkins in it as well. So here is Wild Mouse Yuri dressed up as a wizard. We've got a pumpkin here. We've got some pumpkin kind of cookies here on this side. Again, another one in the kind of store where they've got pumpkins and they look like they're making some kind of pumpkin soup or pumpkin pie. Then there are a few others with pumpkins. This one with the farmer and his pumpkins, which I think is a really sweet page. We've got this one where they're harvesting the pumpkins from the farm. So yeah, tons and tons of pumpkins and of course loads of mice on pretty much every single page in this book. I did mark a couple of others. Oh, this one I marked because of dancing. So obviously they're dancing around a maypole, which is maybe the wrong time of year for us, but it is a dancing scene, so it would work. So that is Wild Mouse Yuri's Journey Sketchbook by... I'm so sorry that the name has escaped me. I haven't got it written on this book either. Sorry, I will try and remember who that's by and put it in the description below if I remember. Sorry, I'm not organised with that one, am I? Next up, Magical Worlds by Johanna Basford, and I did find a couple of pages in here. So we've got this kind of wallpapery page with pumpkins. There's quite a few little pumpkins dotted about on this wallpaper page, and lots of kind of autumnal looking things, pears and apples and potions and that kind of thing. And then obviously my favourite page in this book, which is the pumpkin house, and I really love this page. I'm not sure I'll do it this year because I like it too much, which is silly really, isn't it? But yeah, one of my favourites in this book. So that is Johanna Basford's Magical Worlds. And I tried to choose a range of books so that everybody could join in and find something that works for them. So I've got a couple of kind of simpler books, less detailed books. So this one's 50 Farmers Miniatures by Camellia Angel Covert, and I found tons and tons of pages in this book with pumpkins and with mice. If I can find the right page. Where's it gone? There it is. So we've got this kind of little farm scene with the pumpkins growing in the farmyard. So that one works. We've also got this donkey lemonade stand thing, but it's got a pumpkin as well. So that works. I've got this one, another kind of garden scene, veggie patch with a pumpkin growing here along with all the other veggies. There is this one of the two little mice on the tractor, which I think is absolutely adorable. And then we have this one with Farmer Pig and his pumpkins and veggies. Elm Colours did this so beautifully a couple of years ago, I think, and it just turned out awesome. And I've got another one here of some little mice swinging on the horseshoe, which I think is so cute. So several pages in 50 Farmers Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover, but another Camellia Angel Cover book with a couple of, or at least one page in it anyway, is 50 Woodland Miniatures. And this one I found these little sleeping mice sleeping on the kind of mushrooms or toadstools or whatever they are. So that one is sweet and would definitely work as well. So it's 50 Woodland Miniatures by Camellia Angel Cover. Next up I have Rita Bowman's Hidden Earth, and also known as Die Welt under der Lupe Zulande. And there is one page in particular here that I am always drawn to, which is this lovely little mouse house page. So you got the little mouse and then these kind of little toadstool houses in the back, and I just think this page is so pretty. So yeah, that one really cute. I don't know if I'll get to it, but I would love to. Next up I have Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlzon. I pulled this one out because it's a new book to me. I haven't coloured in this one yet, and I thought there'd be a couple of mice pages in it, and there was. So we've got this mouse page here with the little mouse holding the key and all the kind of toadstools, which I think is kind of fun. And then we've also got another little mouse here, again with some toads, or two little mice actually, again with some toadstools, and at this time they've got a crystal, and there's a little spider hanging down as well. So yeah, I really like that one. Some lovely pages in Hannah Carlzon's books. That is Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlzon. Now if you have her Halloween book, there's tons of pages that have pumpkins on them. I didn't pull that one out because I know not everybody has them. Okay, sorry, apologies, I got interrupted there. So that was Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlzon. Then I have Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lederhall Oberg. And I found a few pages in here with mice. In fact, she's got tons of mice in her books, but I just picked out a few that I kind of liked. So we've got this one, little mouse in the soup tin. I think that's so cute. We've got this one, which I think is absolutely adorable, and the kind of snow globe with the little mouse here watering her garden. And then I have this one with the little mice curled up with a good book, all falling asleep after a bedtime story. I think that's really sweet. So quite a few pages in here though that have mice on them, in fact tons, but those were just a few that I picked out. So that's Fairy Tales and Folklore by Emily Lederhall Oberg. Then in A Million Sweet Things by Lulu Mayo, there are again quite a few mice, but I found a couple that I thought were quite sweet. This one I thought kind of worked for dancing and ball because they've got like a band and there's some dancing little rabbit things here, and then obviously you got the mice. So I thought that could work for a couple of the prompts. And then there's another page back here which reminded, I just knew was in here, with the kind of boot, which would work for shoe. And we've got some mice as well, little mice tailors. No, what are they called? Cobblers, aren't they, that make shoes? And then on this page, you've got a bunch of little slippers. So it works for shoe as well. I just love these little hedgehogs. So cute. So that's Lulu Mayo's A Million Sweet Things. In Romantic Country by Eerie, this is the second tale. I knew that there was a kind of ballroom dancing scene, I think. Yeah, there is. And also, if you're feeling brave and adventurous, you might want to tackle a big double page spread that has some pumpkins on it. So, you know, I don't think I'd be brave enough to tackle this one, but there is that page. And then, like I say, there's a lovely kind of ballroom scene with some dancing and, you know, ladies dressed in their finery, ready for a lovely ball. Again, a very busy double page. So that is A Romantic Country, the second tale by Eerie. In Kanoko Igusa's Garden of Fairy Tale Animals, again, another book that has tons and tons of little mice throughout, but there are a few pages that I picked out that also has some pumpkins on them. So we've got this double page, again, a very busy double page spread if you're feeling brave, but we've got some pumpkins in the barrel here, and there's also a little kind of mouse curled up on the chair. And the page next to it, we've got the one that I've already done, but tons of pumpkins, the Halloween cat. And then we've got this Halloween mandala with loads of jack-o'-lanterns around the edges. And I think there's another page, no, I'm dreaming. There is another page back here though that has this gorgeous little mouse all ready for a rain shower. I think that one's so sweet. I think it's a mouse. It would work for a mouse for me. But there's quite a few in here. I'm not going to be able to find them now, but there's quite a few with mice in Kanoko Igusa's books in general. So definitely a good place to look if you're looking for mice. And then, like I said, quite a few with pumpkins as well. That's Garden of Fairy Tale Animals by Kanoko Igusa. In Kirby Roseanne's Worlds Within Worlds, at the very back, we have this fantastic double page spread with the two kind of like, they're kind of like Converse high tops, aren't they? Trainers, sneakers, whatever you want to call them. That works for the shoe prompt, and I really like this one. And I've seen it done so many times in so many different ways, but I think it's quite a good one for this time of year as well, because you've got the trees in the back and it looks like the leaves are falling, so it could be an autumn kind of scene as well. So there's that one from Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Roseanne's. And A Fairy Touch of Magic by Clara Markova. Again, her books seem to have tons and tons and tons of little mice in them, but as the cover would suggest, there's a few, well, that's not a pumpkin, but there's a few with pumpkins as well. So we've got this page here, which has this little, well, a couple of little mice, 1, 2, 3, 4 in fact. We've got a little witch as well, work quite nicely for this time of year for Halloween. We've got this page of the kind of this is like a lantern with a little gnome in the front, but we've got some mice. They look like they're listening to a story, so that one is kind of cute. We've got this fantastic double page spread with quite a few, well, pumpkins and gourds and squash type things in it, but that would definitely work. My lovely friend Katia from Bubble of Colouring coloured this page last year for Halloween and did an absolutely amazing job. So if you're looking for some inspiration, go and check her out. There is also a tiny little mouse here on this sign pointing to this hole. So I guess that's the little mouse's house. But that's a cute page. We've got this page, which is the cover image. It's kind of like the house with chicken feet. We've got the pumpkin here. But that one's kind of a cool page. We've got this, which is kind of, I guess it's more of a gourd than a pumpkin, but we've got a mouse who's dressed up as a, I'm not sure, a bat, maybe? Anyway, but that would work. And then I did find another one back here with, why have I got this one marked? Oh, pumpkin. Right. I was like, why have I got that one marked? Yeah, she's got a little pumpkin painted onto this. I don't know what these are. I'm not sure, like tags, but yeah, little pumpkin there. So that is A Fairy Touch of Magic by Clara Markova. Quite a lot of choice in that one. And I think most of Clara Markova's books have quite a few mice in them, like I say. If you're in the mood for some R.J. Hampson, I've got Serendipity here. And I found a few in this book. So first of all, we've got the little detective mice here trying to solve the crime. I think that one's quite cute. We've got the raccoon gardener with some pumpkins here and his lovely veggie garden. I think that one is, I love this page. I think it's really, really cool. And we have the dancing puppets, which would work for the dancing prompt. So hopefully you can see all of those. That is Serendipity by R.J. Hempson. And then just a couple more books. In Autumn Harvest, I mean, pretty much any page would work for the pumpkin prompt in this book. There's tons and tons and tons of pumpkins scattered throughout this entire book. I haven't coloured a thing in here. Such a shame, because it is an absolutely gorgeous book. I love Teresa Goodridge's, I can't say that, Teresa Goodridge's artwork. And this would work for Shu as well. She's wearing some wellies or rain boots or gum boots, depending on where you live in the world. But yeah, some lovely, lovely pages. And like I say, pretty much every page has a pumpkin, at least one pumpkin on it. I think this one might be one of the exceptions. Because just about every other one has a pumpkin or two on them. This one's got tons. Yeah. So some really cool pages in this book. In fact, Teresa Goodridge has a few fall autumn books, and I think any one of them would be good choices because they would have pumpkins in them for sure. So that's Autumn Harvest by Teresa Goodridge. And then finally I have Witch Season by Yana Prosperina. Like I said, I was trying to have a range of different authors or illustrators to show you, so that you had a wide range of choice. And again, we've got tons of pumpkins in this book, but also shoes. You know, I'm not looking for any kind of specific, they don't have to be high-heeled shoes or anything like that, just whatever shoe you can find to colour. So we've got pumpkins again. I love this book. I've only done one page in here. I need to do more. We've got the witch here because she's wearing shoes. We've got pumpkins. The big full moon in the background. What else have we got? I mean, yeah, like I say, just about every page. This one, tons of pumpkins on it. I love this page. I think it's so pretty. The great thing about this book is that you can use alcohol markers because it's single-sided. Shoes, again, I marked that. There's no pumpkins on this one, but could do it for shoes. This one, we've got some pumpkins, and actually the only page I have coloured has got several pumpkins on it as well. And then finally, oh, I've got two more actually. This one, lots of pumpkins with the butterflies. I've got three more, another two to go. This one, it's got lots of pumpkins and this cute little cat. And then finally, we've got this one, again, shoes for the boots. So that is it. That's my big pile of books. I think that's probably enough to give you an idea of some of the prompts and some of the pages that you could use. Like I say, every single time, there's no kind of like prompt police telling you that you have to do the specific page or whatever. You know, do whatever works for you. Like I say, the prompts are pumpkin, mouse or mice, ball or dancing, and oh god, what was the third one? I forgot. Shoe. Shoe, any kind of shoe. So it doesn't have to be a like a high-heeled ballroom type shoe. It could be anything you want. Slippers, wellies, flip-flops, take your pick, trainers. Yeah, go to town. Do whatever works for you. Have fun with it. Enjoy. I'm having so much fun seeing everybody's beautiful completed pages. They all look stunning. I've been absolutely blown away by how many people have been participating in the hashtag, and B, by the wonderful array of pages that I am showing every single month. It's just awesome, and I'm just loving seeing that. I do try and get to commenting on everybody's pages on Instagram. Forgive me if I do miss some. There are tons on there, and I do try and keep up with it, but I do apologize if I happen to miss you. I'm so sorry. I just, like I say, I've kind of been blown away by how many people have been participating in this hashtag this year, and it's been so fun to see. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoy this month's fairy tale, Cinderella. I hope you enjoy the prompts, and I hope you enjoy joining in and colouring along. To join in, I should say, all you need to do is colour a page that fits either the fairy tale or any one of the prompts and post it on Instagram. Tag me at Geordie Colours and use the hashtag, which will be hashtag Colour the Fairy Tales OCT 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you all again soon. Take care. Bye.